When we normally sit down to do one of these deep dives, we're usually looking for a very specific kind of book.
Right, something about optimization, how to be more productive.
Exactly. We want to know how to work just a little bit harder or, maybe a little smarter, how to squeeze that extra 5% out of a calendar that, let's be honest, is already bursting.
Well, the assumption is always that the ladder is worth climbing. We just want to climb it faster.
That's it. That is the
Oh,
assumption.
yeah?
But today is different. We're looking at a stack of material from a book that doesn't just suggest climbing the ladder faster. It suggests picking up the ladder, walking it over to the window, and just throwing it out onto the street.
A perfect description.
We are doing a deep dive into the 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss. And I have to say, going through this stuff, it was a wild ride. It feels less like a business book and more like a manifesto.
It absolutely is a manifesto, and I think our mission today is to help you, the listener, look past that title. Because 4-Hour Workweek, it sounds like a scam, right?
It totally does. It sounds like a late-night infomercial.
Exactly. But when you really get into the text, you realize it's not about being lazy. It's actually this really rigorous, almost philosophical argument for something he calls lifestyle design.
Lifestyle design, that's the phrase, isn't it? The core idea isn't just work less. It's about something much more fundamental. It's about separating your income from your time.
Right. It challenges that belief we all grew up with, the one that says you have to grind away 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, for 40 years.
Oh, so you can hopefully retire at 65 and then finally start living your life.
Ferriss has a great name for that path. He calls it the deferred life plan. And in this book, that's the villain, this idea that you sacrifice your best years, your most energetic, healthiest years, for a payoff that might never even come.
It's a huge gamble when you think about it. You're betting your whole life that you'll be healthy and able to cash out at the very end.
Precisely. So the alternative he proposes is what he calls the new rich, the NR. And this is a really crucial definition to start with because it completely reframes what success even means.
Okay, so the new rich aren't the people with the most money in the bank.
Not necessarily. They aren't the billionaires sleeping under their desks. The new rich are the people who have abandoned that deferred plan. They create these luxury lifestyles right now, in the present.
And they do it with two key currencies, time and mobility.
Exactly. Time and mobility. And this is where the math gets really, really interesting. He breaks down the difference between absolute income and relative income.
Right, because we're all trained to just look at that annual salary. If I ask you who's richer, the person making 100 grand or the person making 50 grand,